After living in basics for the past 3-4 nights, we are back to luxury. What's it, baby? Yes. 4-star hotel.
Yeah, but it's too early to talk right now. We still have to see what the room looks like. We still need to see what the toilet looks like.
And we have to see what the views look like.
Hot water and...
oh, I'm going to shower for 2 hours today.
Dirty woman.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Just Go with Amreen. So welcome to Nagarkot, my friends. Nagarkot is located at an altitude of 2,175 meters above sea level, which is about 50% higher than Kathmandu, which also means that Nagarkot is a lot cooler than Kathmandu, which is why I'm wearing a jacket. A lot of people come to Nagarkot specifically for its panoramic views of the mountain ranges. Unfortunately, the weather is not so great today and it wasn't so great yesterday either. Otherwise, that entire section up there would be covered with snow-capped mountain peaks. Apparently, you can also see the peak of Mount Everest from Nagarkot. Of course, you can go hiking and paragliding in Nagarkot as well. One of the best things that you can do in Nagarkot is check into one of the most amazing, luxurious, pampering resorts with such great views and just chill. But this vlog is not just about that. I'm also going to give you a few tips that you need to keep in mind when you are in Nepal. Right now we're checking into this hotel and I'm going to give you a room tour right now. So we're staying at a place called Club Himalaya by Ace Hotel. We booked this room. It's a standard double room with a mountain view. That is what we booked for about $195 for 2 nights, including breakfast. The room also comes with a 10% discount on F&B. Also, you get a late check-in, check-out by 2 hours. However, when we got here, they bumped us up to the deluxe room, which comes with this beautiful balcony. If you've seen my last 2 weeks vlogs, the places we were staying, this is a huge upgrade. This place obviously has a washroom and a bed and a balcony and views and all that, but it has some additional amenities as well. Now, I know one would think that these things are basics and they obviously should exist in every hotel, but if you've seen my previous vlogs of the places that we've been staying in Nepal, this is a rare phenomenon, by the way. You don't get this everywhere. So here's my tip on the transportation within Nepal. If you're planning to move from one town to another within Nepal, your best and cheapest way of doing that is obviously taking like a public transportation, which we never did. It's also a little inconvenient if you're carrying a lot of luggage like we were. So I would suggest getting a private car transportation. It is not that expensive, to be honest, but there is a way of saving some money on that. I ended up saving about $250 just on transportation because of this tip. I will tell you how. So what we did is that every town we went, we decided to take a local transportation or a taxi. There are a lot of companies that will give you a car and a driver. No, not that private car and driver. I'm talking about like local taxis in the town itself. That helped us in saving a lot of money. Also, make sure that you are booking not through the hotel you're staying in. No matter you're staying in a budget hotel or you're staying in a 4-star, if you try to book it through them, they are going to keep a cut or a commission for themselves, obviously. So it is going to be pricier. Ideally, you want to pick up a driver, a taxi or whatever from the town locally to drive you from one town to another. So now that we've checked into this amazing hotel, I've already given you the room tour and it's time to head to the pool, and they also have a jacuzzi. The jacuzzi was super duper hot, by the way. If you're into that, you will love the jacuzzi. Even though they have an indoor swimming pool, it was freezing because it was not temperature controlled. It was super cold. Hubby went in it anyway, but sorry, not for me. Time for the next tip, tipping. Tipping is a very normal thing in Nepal. Obviously, you are expected to tip, but the taxes in Nepal have gone through the roof. In some places, in some bars, in some restaurants, and small cafes and stuff, they don't charge you any tax, or they charge you like the minimum 10% tax or something. But there are some restaurants and many places that we visited, they all charge 23% tax. A person who comes from Dubai who pays no taxes. I was shocked. So keep that in mind and look at your bill. If it includes the 10% service charge, it is not mandatory for you to leave a tip. Alright, so it's time for some dinner. Just so you know, if you come to Club Himalaya Hotel on a Saturday night, there is an extended buffet. What that means is basically they have live stations, they have added desserts and things like that. So yeah, if you're into buffets and you really enjoy like a lavish one, Saturday night is when you should check into this hotel. So I hope you're enjoying my tour of this gorgeous resort. It is a lovely place. I am enjoying the jacuzzi so much. I have a late checkout tomorrow. Don't you just love it when the hotel gives you free things? Moving along, next tip, we were sightseeing in Pokhara, and one of the things that people generally visit is Davis Falls. I was so disappointed. But having said that, right opposite Davis Falls, there is a cave. I will leave the name down here for you to know which cave I'm talking about. Do not miss that cave. I underestimated it severely, and when we got to the cave, and I was like really blown away by how amazing this cave actually was. Unfortunately, there's not much filming and photography allowed inside, so I couldn't do much, but do not miss this cave. It is a very nice place to visit in Pokhara. So the Club Himalaya Resort in Nagarkot has spa, it has a library, they have all that, and their most unique feature is this. They have several terraces, rooftop terrace, they have a garden terrace, they have something downstairs. Basically, you can look at mountains from every corner of this resort. But this is a 360-degree terrace from where on one side you can see the sunrise, and from here you can see the sunset. We went river rafting to Botikoshi River. Yeah, that's the one. Last time we came to Nepal, we did river rafting in the Trishuli River, which was splendid. Online, there was information about it being like grade 3, 4. Honestly, it's quite misleading. When you go online and you see Botikoshi river rafting 2 days and 1 night, you assume that you are river rafting for 2 days. This is what I did when I went to, river rafting on the Trishuli River. What happens is that they take you from Kathmandu to this camp, and then the next morning you leave at about 9:30 a.m. and you're back by like 12:30. You're barely rafting for 2.5 hours, and the rapids were not that great. If you've ever rafted anytime, even once before in your life, skip it. It's not worth it. Now it's time to go to the sunset point. I'm headed there right now. I will come back for the last tip. So we just finished watching the sunset from the terrace. If it was clear skies and the weather was great, we could see so much more. The snow-capped mountains in the distance and everything, and the sunset would have been a lot nicer. If you want clearer skies, the best time to visit Nepal is during the winters. The skies are clear in the winters, not in the summers, which is again from November to Jan, Feb. Do not stay too long in Kathmandu. It is one of the most crowded, polluted places. That is not what Nepal is about. Nepal is about freedom and air and freshness and organic food and mountains and valleys and treks and hikes and yoga and zen and meditation and all that, and adventure. Do that. Don't spend a lot of time in Kathmandu. Final and bonus tip, do not shop. Do not shop from Pokhara. Every single thing that you purchase, you eat, you buy, you do in Pokhara, especially in that street lakeside, is 3 times the price. Thamel and Kathmandu is cheaper than Pokhara lakeside. That is all from me, and next week is my last and final video about the nightlife in Nepal. And if you are interested in something like that, then stay tuned for that one. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming vlogs. I will see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe. Cheers guys. Bye. And their most unique. A few weeks ago, there with watch the most